there. And giving all the praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors and salutation to the hopeful elect that are out there doing the work in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Palau with another lesson through the spirit and power of our Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh. You know, as we're on the horizon, you know, to the new kingdom, man. You know, and when you go watch that Oppenheimer movie, you know, you really see how wicked and evil. I mean, we knew this motherfucker was wicked and evil, but we see, you know, we see it on another level. How wicked and evil this devil is, man. You know, just the thought and creation of that bomb, you know, that atomic bomb, you know, and it shows you, man, it's the script, yo, the Lord, hey, the scriptures tell you man's goings off the Lord, you know. So, you know, in the movie, you see this guy, Oppenheimer, he's having visions, you know, of splitting an atom, which nobody believed, you know, that was possible or anything at that time. But, you know, he came up with the thought of it and he made it happen. Why? Because of a vision of the Lord. And it's showing you that the scriptures speak about, I have created the waster to destroy. I'm not necessarily saying that Robert Oppenheimer was that waster, you know, because there's many wasters, you know, and there's many Smiths. But he was one of the main waster and Smith, you know, that was set to destroy. You know, the modern day Smiths are what? The scientists. You know, and it just shows you that, you know what, it was like 2 days before they dropped the bomb, Japan surrendered, man. And they show you that in the movie too, that they surrendered. And they still dropped the bomb on them, man. You know, it was so terrible that, you know, they said when the bomb flashes, the heat wave it creates is as hot as the surface of the sun. That's pretty hot, man. You know, that's why you had all the Japanese people. They said they'll just walk up to you, and their skin will look like rings, and their skin would just come right off, man. You know, that's hey, that's cruel, man. That's shit. You know, that was happening to children too. They didn't give a damn, man. You know, that's why when Oppenheimer went to Truman, you know, because he felt bad about, you know, basically, you know, he was being discredited and all that shit. You know, he's a devil. He's a fucking devil. Oppenheimer ain't no Jake. I don't hear nobody say, oh, Jake. He ain't no Jake, man. He's a fucking so-called Jew. You know? He's one of those rats. He's the enemy. And it showed you in the movie, man. The guy was an adulterous bastard, man. All he did was commit adultery, man. Every wife that nigga had, he got her from somebody else. This guy was popping his brother's woman. Hey, man, some straight so-called Jew shit, man. You know, but when you know, you inspect the movie and then you cross-reference it with the scriptures, you see that the Lord set this guy up, man. And he said, he quoted that quote from, I think, Vishnu. And he said, I am now become the destroyer of worlds. You know, which he is. It's through his technology that now they have atomic, nuclear atomic bombs, man. Intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. You know, through that type of technology. And hey, man. And it shows you that the Lord was with him, man, because it's through that technology that the Lord is going to have these devils basically destroy themselves, man. You know, that's why Albert Einstein, who was alive at that time, you know, that the atomic bomb was being built, he mentioned that now I see why he mentioned that. World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. You know? Because they use atomic energy, and now they're using nuclear energy, man. you know, which is not the same. It's like 100 times great, 100 times greater. So imagine what happened to Hiroshima and Nagasaki times 100, man. You know, it's not a bright future for America, man. According to the scriptures, you know, which America in the Bible is known as many different things. But you got to be a spiritual man, and the Spirit of the Lord got to be working with you for you to understand. When it's talking about sometimes when it says the Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, it's talking about America. Nineveh, Egypt, it's talking about America. You know, because America is spiritually all these places. You know, what scriptures tell you in Revelation? How's it go again? And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, man. It's spiritually called that because this place takes after all the motherfucking places, man. So spiritually Sodom and Egypt, man. The Lord said he shall deliver us into Egypt again with ships. Now mind you, they wasn't calling themselves Egyptians at that time, man. You know, Egyptian, I forgot which apostle said it the other day, but you know, it was something we knew already. The word Egypt or Egyptian is a Greek word meaning bondage, man. You know, so when you call yourself talking about, you know, Egypt, you know, reading about Egypt in America or the Israelites being in Egypt, it's mainly talking about here, man. You know, if it's, you know, future prophecy, you know, here in captivity. And this is where, you know, we remember and we call on the name of our power. You know, we remember the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. He brought it back to our remembrance. So we call on his name, you know, for help, for guidance, man. You know, for wisdom, for knowledge and understanding, for the truth and for deliverance, which is the main one we call upon the Lord for deliverance, man. Because we know once the Lord comes and deliver us, ain't nobody can take us out his hand. So our focus is on the deliverance, you know, of the elect, man. Their 2 Ezra 2 verse 42ers, man. The elect, and that's the day you're gonna have the founding fathers of the kingdom of heaven. You know, when the elect is established. Simple thing, man. It's very simple. You know, the scriptures speak about the simplicity in Yahweh Shai. You know, it just means that this is not a thing hard to understand. You just got to understand the ground rules. If the promise is good, then it's for Israel. If it's bad, then it's not for Israel. You know, I'm talking about like future promise, like the kingdom. You know? So, yeah, man. You know, so yeah, go check out that movie, brothers. I urge brothers to go watch that movie. You know, it shows you how terrifying it must have been for the Japanese, you know, to have, you know, received such a judgment. And that's the judgment, that's the same judgment is going to be upon Esau and 2/3 of the nation of Israel and on America. That same judgment is going to be upon America soon, man. You know? So, yeah, with that, Lord willing, brothers and sisters were edified. I want to give all the praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Oh, Salaki, I wanted to mention this too. There was a scene, like if you've seen the movie, Salaki, there's spoilers, man. But there was a scene in the movie where when they were testing, you know, the bomb. They were testing the bomb, and just by how the scene was set up, you could tell that the chariots were all there, man. You know, like when the moment actually happened, that the chariots were all there. You know, just watching, because that was a very important thing in to happen, man. That was an extremely important thing to happen, because remember, the new world, as it says in Peter, is going to be taken out by fire. The first world by water, the second one by fire. There won't be a third, because it'll never go down. You know, so there's a couple things I wanted to point out real quick. You know, in this matter. You know, so you could tell, man, the angels was with that guy the whole fucking time, man. You know, just like the Lord said, he was working on the mind in Daniel. He was working on the mind of the king of the prince of Persia or something like that. And so that's why he couldn't, you know, come and answer Daniel right away. You know, so the Lord, he works on the minds of these scientists, or the Smith, you know, these kings and these princes, man. These princes, he works on the minds of the people to do his will. Oppenheimer building that bomb and dropping it, which that drop was a major test. You know, it was a live test. You know, that's why they dropped it. They wanted to see the damage of it, man, the damage that it caused. You know, so, you know, just like I said, just a few things, you know, you wanted to pay attention to, you know, when you're watching that movie, man. It's a very long movie. You know, actually my woman picked it out. You know, I told her to pick a movie. She narrowed it down to 3, and that was #1 on the list. So I said, hey, let's go see that. You know, so hey, all praise Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, man. Lord willing, you know, on the next show. Shalom.